Onimusha is the latest installment in the popular Onimusha series. The game Onimusha takes place in Edo period Kyoto, a time of relative peace in Japan. However, Kyoto has become a terrifying and chaotic place due to the demonic Genma forces. You play as Miyamoto Musashi, a fearless young samurai who, after a supernatural transformation, acquires the Oni Gauntlet, granting him the power to fight the Genma hordes. The story follows intense battles against monstrous creatures as you journey through historical locations like Kiyomizu-dera Temple. One interesting aspect is that the main character's face, Miyamoto Musashi, is modeled after the late legendary actor Toshiro Mifune.
Swordplay is a game of strength. Winning is what matters. And you can bring as many friends as you want.
Not good.
So riled up.
It's alright.
The Blood of Dawnwalker is an open-world dark fantasy action RPG developed by Rebel Wolves using Unreal Engine 5. In The Blood of Dawnwalker, you play as Cohen, a young man whose fate has been forever changed. He has become a Dawnwalker, a being caught between the world of day and the realm of night. This means he possesses both vampiric powers and human will, but these abilities come at a cost. The story revolves around a fight to save those you love. Your enemies aren't just monsters or humans. Even time itself can be your greatest foe. The game raises deep questions about loyalty, good and evil, and the price of power. The true enemy may be the one walking in the sunlight, while your most loyal ally might be hiding in the shadows.
My sister. She needs help. Fast. Please, let us pass through. I beg of you. Please. Please. I don't know. How?
I am life. I am death. I am everything in between. I have been watching your little valley. Pestilence, famine, killing. Blood spilled carelessly, like water. Things will be different now. For all of you.
Project S is a sci-fi, post-apocalyptic game developed using Unreal Engine 5. Set in a world after the apocalypse, the game challenges players with environmental puzzles and the mysteries of the new world. The game features floating islands and futuristic architecture, and its story revolves around exploring this new world and finding a way to survive. The game offers an open-world environment that allows players to interact with their surroundings and uncover the secrets of the post-apocalyptic world. It includes complex puzzles and gameplay that progresses based on player choices and actions.
우리의 목숨을 노렸고 뜬 눈으로 매일 밤을 지새울 수밖에 없었지. 살기 위해 서로를 죽이는 절망이 펼쳐졌어. 그렇지만 아직 희망이 있어. 쉘터 안에 인류를 구원할 수 있는 마지막 키가 남아있으니까. 무너진 도시에서 키를 찾고 탈출해. 이제 우리의 세상을 되찾게 될 거야.
Executive.
Death Stranding 2. On the Beach is the highly anticipated sequel to the 2019 action-adventure game Death Stranding, developed by Kojima Productions and published by Sony Interactive Entertainment. The game continues the story of Sam Porter Bridges, portrayed by Norman Reedus, as he embarks on a new journey to save humanity from extinction. He is joined by companions, including Fragile and Higgs, as they traverse a world beset by otherworldly enemies and obstacles. The game introduces new characters, such as Tomorrow and Rainey, expanding the universe and adding depth to the storyline. Notably, George Miller, co-creator of Mad Max, provides the likeness for the character Tarman, and director Fatih Akin appears as Dolman.
You still don't know, do you?
Can we build a land of peace?
Assassin's Creed Shadows is the latest entry in the popular Assassin's Creed series, set in feudal Japan during the late Sengoku period, 16th century. The game features two playable protagonists, Fujibayashi Naoe, a female shinobi ninja, and Yasuke, an African samurai based on the historical figure of the same name. The story of Assassin's Creed Shadows begins in 1579, during a time of intense civil war in Japan. The main characters, Naoe and Yasuke, unite to fight against common enemies and uncover hidden secrets. Naoe, as a shinobi, excels in stealth and assassination techniques, while Yasuke, as a samurai, specializes in direct combat and heavy weaponry. This unique combination of characters and skills provides players with a multifaceted gameplay experience.
약속시.
Heralds.
In the world of Lost Skies, ancient civilizations that once thrived in the skies have mysteriously fallen, leaving only scattered ruins on floating islands. Players take on the role of sky explorers, venturing into this vast world to uncover the secrets of these lost civilizations while fighting for survival. They must harness ancient technologies, build airships, and navigate between floating islands, all while facing deadly storms and massive creatures that threaten their journey. To stay alive, players must gather resources, use their movement skills to traverse the environment, and confront various threats.
Danger is everywhere. The Seraph are still out there. But so are we. We must scour our past for technology, adapting, learning, gaining power, and build as we once did. We shall board our skyships and journey this fractured land until united we strike with the fury of centuries lost and take back the skies.
Star Wars Eclipse is an action-adventure game with a branching narrative, currently being developed by Quantic Dream in collaboration with Lucasfilm Games. Set during the High Republic era of the Star Wars universe, the game allows players to shape the fate of multiple playable characters through their decisions. Every choice players make can have significant consequences on the story and character relationships. The game takes place in an uncharted region of the Outer Rim during the High Republic era, a golden age for the Jedi. Players will take on the roles of diverse characters, each with unique backgrounds and abilities. Every character has a role in events that could disrupt the balance of peace in the region. The Sinking City 2 is an upcoming survival horror game developed by Frogwares, set in a Lovecraftian universe. The game takes place in the decaying city of Arkham during the 1920s, where players explore dark and flooded environments, solve puzzles, and engage in combat with terrifying creatures. With next-gen visuals powered by Unreal Engine 5, the game delivers an immersive experience with realistic lighting, environments, and lifelike characters. Players will also need to manage limited resources and solve optional investigations to uncover the dark secrets of the city. Sancticide is an action game developed by Red Square Games and Silence Studio. In Sancticide, players take on the role of Ezekiel, a sin collector who serves them at the top. The story is set in a world inspired by the biblical apocalypse, where humanity faces divine judgment in a dystopian landscape. As a sin collector, Ezekiel is tasked with gathering sins and delivering them to higher authorities. He navigates a world filled with dark, hellish creatures and fallen angels, and must decide how to act in this corrupted and divinely ruled world. In this post-apocalyptic world, humans are at the mercy of supernatural forces, and Ezekiel must fight various enemies and make difficult moral choices as he progresses. Monster Hunter Wilds is the latest installment in the acclaimed Monster Hunter series, developed by Capcom. In Monster Hunter Wilds, players take on the role of a professional hunter who journeys into the Forbidden Lands, a vast and uncharted world teeming with powerful monsters. These creatures pose a threat to the balance of nature, and players must use their hunting skills to explore this vast land and hunt down dangerous beasts. The game also features a cooperative multiplayer system, allowing players to team up with friends to hunt monsters together and utilize their combined strengths to overcome tougher challenges.
What truly matters is that the great season of plenty has arrived, and we can share in it together.
I've selected you as a lead hunter for this expedition.
It's not much of a lead, but it's the best one we've got. You're gonna sit and cry or get up and help?
Yeah, let's do it!
My vote is to save as many lives as possible.
I had no idea just how big the world is. Hunter, what even is that thing? It's not like any Rathalos I've ever seen.
Digimon Story. Time Stranger is a new RPG developed by Mediavision and published by Bandai Namco. In Digimon Story Time Stranger, players embark on an epic journey that explores the deep bond between humans and Digimons. The story delves into the mystery of the world's collapse, and players encounter unique characters from different times and parallel worlds, aiming to alter fate itself. Digimon Story. Time Stranger is the 7th installment in the Digimon Story series, following an 8-year hiatus after Digimon Story Cyber Sleuth, Hacker's Memory. The game was first announced on December 8, 2017, and its development was confirmed in 2022.
On.
Seize the future. Together.
Flesh Made Fear is a survival horror game that returns to classic survival horror with tank controls and fixed cameras. Players must explore a world filled with grotesque monsters and mind-controlled thralls, managing their limited resources carefully. In Flesh Made Fear, players take on the role of an elite member of the RIP, Reaper Intervention Program, a secret force sent to neutralize Victor the Dripper Ripper, a former CIA agent turned evil mastermind. His diabolical experiments have transformed a once thriving city into a nightmare filled with grotesque monsters and mind-controlled thralls. Your mission is clear: eliminate Ripper, uncover the terrifying secrets he hides, and survive the horrors lurking in his mansion-turned-laboratory.
More than a weapon.
Shinobi Art of Vengeance is a 2D action platformer that marks the return of the iconic Shinobi series. Developed by Lizard Cube, known for their work on Streets of Rage 4, the game features hand-drawn visuals and dynamic combat mechanics. In Shinobi, you take on the role of Joe Musashi, a master ninja. After returning home from a previous adventure, Joe discovers that his village has been completely destroyed, and his clan has been turned to stone. Seeking revenge against those responsible for this catastrophe, Joe embarks on a perilous quest to defeat pure evil and save his clan from this cursed fate. Along the way, he faces dangerous enemies and complex puzzles, uncovering the truth behind this horrifying event. Sonic Racing Crosswords is an upcoming kart racing game developed by Sonic Team and published by Sega, scheduled for release in 2025. The game will feature characters from the Sonic the Hedgehog universe and other Sega properties. In the meantime, fans can enjoy a variety of Sonic-themed crossword puzzles available online. For example, Sonic Racing Crossword is a crossword puzzle that can be found on Crossword Labs. Spectre Divide is a free-to-play 3 vs 3 tactical shooter with the unique duality mechanic, allowing players to control 2 bodies simultaneously. Season 1, titled Flashpoint, introduces new features such as the new canal map, new sponsor packs, an updated buy menu, and a battle pass with exciting rewards. In Spectre Divide, players take on the roles of team members from 5 Stars and Communa, competing in the Sentai competitions. 5 Stars represents a region dedicated to dreams and aspirations, home to the city's finest entertainment and athletes. Known as the undefeated champions of Sentai, they strive to prove themselves the best in breakwater, flaunting flashy outfits and dramatic moves in the competition. On the other side, Communa is the largest district of the city, a blend of food, culture, and the pre-melt world's music. This area is famous for its vibrant, ever-changing buildings and winding streets. Kamina emerges as a fierce rival to 5 stars, aiming to steal the spotlight from them with their raw enthusiasm and brutal underground sports battles in Santai.